See, last class we discussed about engineering materials. So that's nothing but engineering materials means the materials produced by intentionally by the engineer or the materials produced in the industries or in the company or in the manufacturing company. So that is the good example is engineering material is so in front of you you have a lot of furnitures. So that's made of plywood and the sun mega sheet. Both are engineering material. It is not a natural. It is not available as it is in the environment or in the. So for that reason, the good example for engineering material is plywood and the sunmaker sheet and other items which you use in your house. Next, come to the point, the classification of metal. So before explaining this, yesterday we discussed about the engineering material. Engineering material is classified into two. One is metals and alloys, other one is non-metals. So in case of metals and alloys, you have two. One is ferrous metal, other one is non-ferrous metals. So whichever the metals which has the iron, that's called ferrous metals, and which are the metals it doesn't have any iron content, that's called as non-ferrous metals. So you have lot of examples here. The ferrous metals, iron, carbon steel, alloy steel, stainless steel, all those things are considered as ferrous metals. Remember, ferrous means in that the maximum amount of iron is present in that metal or alloy, that is called ferrous metals. Other than iron, all the metals are called as non-ferrous metals. So for example, non-ferrous metals and alloys. The good example is aluminum, copper, nickel, chromium, tin. All those things are considered as non-ferrous metals. Next, come to the point. The other classification of engineering materials. That is the one is metals and alloys. Other one is non-metals. So here, the non-metal is produced by using chemical chain or using other method, other manufacturing method. First, to come to the point, polymers. So polymers means whichever the items we have in our house or industry or in factories, all the items which are made from plastic, that's called polymers. Say what happens. So nowadays our life becomes without the plastic, there is no life at all. So for that reason, polymers. Polymers means PVC, polyvinyl chloride. So from this you can produce lot of items which is required in the company, which is required in the industry, which is required in your house. Next is ceramics. For this, good example is all of you seen the ceramic wares which you use in your kitchen. For example, good example is cup and saucer. It is not naturally available in the environment. It's a man-made. So lot of containers, lot of vessels, lot of things are manufactured from ceramic material. This is the oxides of metal. Ceramic means oxides of metal. In this classification, you have glass, ceramics, graphite, and diamond. So a good example for graphite is the pencil. You have a pencil for writing the diagram. So in the center, you have a graphite rod. So it's nothing but the carbon. It is the pure form of carbon that's called graphite. And next, come to the point, very, very important for engineers, diamond. Say we use diamond for metal cutting purpose. Diamond is the hardest metal in the environment. Hardest material in the environment. For hard metal that can be machined by using diamond cutting tool. So the diamonds can be used for manufacturing of cutting tool as well as jewelry. Next, come to the point, composites. See, as I told you, the composites. You have lot of furnitures in front of you in your house, or you can have the furniture, so dining table, on tables, office equipment, everything is produced from the composites. That's made from the wood, resin, and chemicals. So that may be called as composites. So for that, good example is a glass which is used in the car, bus, truck. So there will be 4 layers of plastic and 5 layers of glass. So one by one, there will be a layer of glass, plastic like that. They make the glass for the vehicles. There is the good example for polymer matrix. And next come to the point, you might have seen some of the glass inside, you have a wire mesh. That is the steel reinforced glass. And also you have metal matrix composite, ceramic matrix composite, and other types of composites. So very good example in this category is metal matrix composites. Metal matrix composites. This is very important for very important for engineers, because this is the one which we can produce artificially. So this is the classification of engineering materials. All of you write down the question. All of you write down the question. Explain briefly. Explain briefly the classification of engineering materials. Engineering materials. Many question paper, you have this question in 4th module. The very first question in 4th module is explain briefly the engineering materials. For that, write down this flow diagram or write down this block diagram. So you can observe, you can call it as a flow diagram or you can call it as a block diagram. So write this block diagram and explain with your own sentence. Explain with your own sentence. Engineering material means the materials manufactured by the engineer. That is nothing but you only. You are the engineer. You are manufacturing the material by using manufacturing process. That may be metal or that may be non-metal. So you can use any one for your requirement. You are the engineer, you are producing the material by using latest manufacturing processes. From that you can produce the metal. That is classified into two. One is metals and alloys, other one is non-metals. All of you go through the block diagram. In metals and alloys, that is classified into two. One is ferrous metals, other one is non-ferrous. Ferrous means whichever the metal has more quantity of iron, that is called ferrous metals. If the metal doesn't have any iron content, that's called non-ferrous. For example, copper and its alloys, aluminum and its alloy, nickel and its alloy, tin and its alloy, and other items other than iron, all the metals are called as non-ferrous metals. Let's come to the point, the non-metals. The application of non-metal nowadays, you have very high. The application of non-metals is very high nowadays for doors, frames, windows, and almost all the components that are produced from non-metals. And you might have seen the disposal of garbage. It is the major problem nowadays faced by all the municipalities, all the corporations. That is the major problem, the disposal of garbage, wet garbage, dry garbage, and other items. The conversion of garbage into the useful items. Nowadays, you have a window panes, window doors, and doors frames, and doors, and all the items are produced from the waste garbage material. They convert the waste plastic into the usable items like door frames, window doors, and all those things are produced from the waste material, waste plastic material coming from the garbage. So that is a very important for mechanical engineers and computer science engineers. So in case of non-metals, in classification non-metals, you have three types. That's the polymers, ceramics, and composites. The polymers are, say, nowadays without the polymer, there is no life at all. Many items in our house we use the plastic. So again, in this classification, thermoplastic. Remember, the thermoplastic means if you give the heat to the plastic, that will become liquid. That's nothing but thermoplastics. That is nothing but the thermoplastics. If you provide the heat to the plastic, that become liquid. That's called thermoplastic. Next, thermoset plastics. That is the sum of the plastic items which resist the temperature. That's called thermoset plastics. See, all of you seen some of the items manufactured that can be placed inside the microwave oven. All of you heard, all of you seen the micro oven safe like that. They print on the items or utensils. Then you can keep that inside the microwave oven. Otherwise, if you keep plastic items, that will melt inside the microwave oven. For that reason, thermoset plastic means it is eco-friendly plastic that can be used in the microwave oven for preparation of food for anything. Next, come to the point elastomers. The good example for elastomers is the rubber which you have in your instrument box for erasing drawing. If you erase the drawing by using eraser, the eraser is nothing but elastomer, rubber. Say another good example is washers, bushes, and also the good example for elastomers is tires. Tires used in two-wheeler, four-wheeler, trucks. That is the good example for elastomers. Next, come to the point ceramics. The good example for ceramics, you have lot of containers in your kitchen and cup and saucer for coffee or tea, and the graphite. That is the good example for graphite is a pencil which you use for writing the diagram. The center you have a graphite rod. That's nothing but pure form of carbon. Graphite is nothing but pure form of carbon. And diamond. So all of you saying the diamond used for making of jewelry, as well as the diamond is used for metal cutting purpose, and so that's the use of diamond. So that's coming under ceramics. The next classification of non-metals is composites. Say all of you saying the very good example for composites is plywood. Say lot of furniture you have in your house that is made of plywood. On the top of the plywood you have a Sunmega sheet. That's the composite material. Sunmega sheet and the plywood, which are not available in the nature. That is the man-made matrix, man-made material. That is the very good example for engineering material. So in that case, that is the very good example for engineering material. And also metal matrix composites. Say nowadays for decoration purpose, are using metal matrix and rubber composites. And front and back you have aluminum coating. In the center you have rubber item or PVC item that is used for decoration purpose. Throughout the world they are using this type of composites for decoration purpose. If you go to any jewelry shop or medical shop or any hospital or any software company, the decoration of the company is made of using composite material. That is the metal matrix composites. See that you have PVC material, aluminum material, like that you have metal matrix composites. In engineering, you have lot of use of metal matrix composites and aluminum metal matrix. See all of you seen honeycomb structures. That is nothing but a structure looks like a honeycomb that is used in aircraft, satellite launch vehicles, and other aircrafts in order to bring down the weight of the helicopter or aircraft. So for that reason, they are using metal matrix composites for manufacturing of aircrafts and other items. Next, the very good example is that is The metal matrix composite is the glasses used in four-wheeler, car, bus, truck. There will be 4 layers of plastic and 5 layers of glass is present. When the vehicle met with an accident, then if anything happens to the glass, it will not harm the driver or human being. It will become the sugar stones, become a small pieces. So it will not harm the driver or the public or the human being or in they are inside the vehicle. So this is the classification of engineering materials. So this much is enough for you. I will continue in the next class. Now I stop at this stage. Now I make unmute to all. Unmute to all. Zaid Khan, can you listen? Do you have little bit of engineering materials? Have you understand little bit of engineering material? ME045 Pawan. Pawan, can you listen?
Yes, sir. Understood.
Understood. Okay, thank you very much. Now I stop at this stage and I will continue. And please share the questions with your friends. Okay, thank you.
Okay, sir. Okay.